My name is Cliff. I am from the US and I would like to study in Germany. I have excellent grades, but for admission to a German university, I'd need to speak sufficient German. With a language exam, such as the DSH or TestDAF, I can prove my expertise. However, if I apply for an international major, a German language exam is not necessary. Then I am allowed to improve my German language skills in a regular language course. Fortunately, I already speak some German. We are a group of boys and are avid swimmers. Most of us are 12 years old, and only our friend Peter is 11. Every Friday afternoon we go to the public swimming pool. First, we need to go to the locker rooms. There we change our clothing to proper swimwear, and after that, we'll take a shower. Before and after swimming one has to take a shower, which is obligatory in public swimming pools. Sometimes taking a shower takes quite some time, because we like to make jokes and are fooling around. Once in the swimming pool, we jump from the plank and swim around. We start with 1,000 feet breaststroke. After that, we usually go on to 20 minutes of freestyle. Towards the end, we just play water ball. At the edge of the pool, a lifeguard is always there observing us. Last week when we were finished swimming, we didn't shower afterward because an unknown child had left his excrements in the shower.
Stand-up comedy is a relatively new form of entertainment that has grown in popularity in recent times. It can be performed anywhere, including comedy clubs, bars, and theaters. Stand-up comedians are solo performers who speak directly to the audience in a spontaneous manner. They are smart, provocative, and extremely funny. One of such comics is Jerry White, who is very popular among young people. Everybody admires him for his fine sense of humor. On one occasion he was asked to take part in a TV show. Gary had written the speech carefully before he started rehearsing. He decided to take his 6-year-old daughter Sophie to the show. She had never been to a TV studio before and was very excited. Jerry was wearing his best suit and looked handsome. The show was a great success. As he had included a large number of funny stories in his speech, the audience burst out laughing many times. Viewers were impressed by Jerry's jokes and he received long applause before leaving the stage. On the way back home Jerry noticed that Sophie wasn't happy. She seemed disappointed. At home he asked her if she had enjoyed the show. To his surprise, she hadn't. She told him that she didn't like to see so many people laughing at him.
My name is Nicole. The most important aspect of life to me is looking and feeling healthy. Being beautiful is also a part of my business. A few years ago, I started an online business where I sell cosmetics and perfume. To expand my business, I use different social media platforms to spread the message such as Twitter and Facebook. Additionally, I use powerful visual social media. My favorites are Instagram and Pinterest. I try to spread the word on how women can stay young and beautiful. Interestingly, I receive a lot of new virtual friends, and it seems like everyone wants to connect with me. In the end, many customers also become friends, or sometimes even business partners. I have never regretted going back to my old job as a sales clerk. My life, my friends, and my money are coming from my online business.
A woman wearing jeans and a t-shirt stopped at a window of a luxury fashion shop. It featured mannequins with beautiful designer dresses and accessories on them. After gazing at the window display for several minutes, she went into the shop. She asked to see the dress that was on a mannequin. The shop assistant didn't like the way she was dressed and told her that the dress was sold. Glancing at her with contempt, she opened her laptop and completely ignored her. The woman walked out of the shop angrily, slamming the door behind her. She was a self-made business lady who had become wealthy because of her hard work. She disliked snobs and those who judge others by their looks. So she decided to teach the snobbish assistant a lesson. The lady returned to the shop the next day. Dressed in a white coat, she was carrying an expensive handbag in her hand. After seeking out the rude assistant, she asked for several dresses. Not recognizing her, the assistant was eager to serve her this time. With much effort, she brought her various dresses. But the woman said she didn't like them. She made the assistant bring her almost everything that was in the shop, before making her final choice. When the assistant asked her to pay for the dress, the woman gave her $300 in small coins. She insisted on the assistants counting all the 30,000 coins.
More than 100 passengers got on the plane. It was a winter day. It was January. The weather was very cold. It was snowing. Ice was on the roads. But the airport was open. The big jets were flying. A little snow never stopped a big jet. Big jets fly all the time. They rarely crash in bad weather. They rarely crash in good weather. Big jets are very safe. The passengers got on the plane. It was 7 a.m. The plane was supposed to take off at 7:30 a.m. It did not take off at 7:30 a.m. It did not take off all morning. It did not take off all afternoon. The plane sat on the runway until 6:30 p.m. The passengers sat in the plane all day. The plane could not take off. The pilot could not see the runway. He could not see anything. The only thing he could see was his two hands. A little snow was okay. But this was a lot of snow. This was too much snow. But maybe the snow would stop. Then they could take off. So the pilot waited. The passengers waited. At 6:30 p.m., the pilot told the passengers to get off the plane. Everyone was happy to leave the plane. They went back into the airport. They waited for the snow to stop. But it didn't stop. It snowed for 2 more days.
My name is Laura. I am 20 years old. I have a sister and a brother. My sister Anna is 19, she is 1 year younger than me. She is the youngest child in our family. We both like shopping. We often go shopping together. We go to the best supermarket in the city. We buy fresh fruit and vegetables there. I also have an elder brother. He is 7 years older than me. My brother's name is Nick. He is a sales manager. He often travels to Madrid on business. There he meets his colleagues Sam and David. They work together on a project. When he is in London, he usually stays in a hotel. It is the biggest hotel in the city. He books a room in advance. They usually have single rooms available. Single rooms are cheaper than double rooms. A single room usually costs $50 per day.
Alberto and Maria are siblings. Every weekend they go to visit their grandmother. She lives in another city on the outskirts of a major city, so they need to go early. To be able to visit her, the siblings have to catch first the train and then the bus. When they reach the main station, they have to transfer the train to reach their final destination. Usually, it takes about an hour until the other train arrives. When they finally arrive in the small town, they have to take the bus. The entire trip usually lasts 3 hours, and by evening they have to return home.
She likes magazines. She likes to look at the pretty photos. Magazines have photos of people. They have photos of animals. They have photos of clothes. They have photos of food. She sees a photo of a hamburger. It looks so delicious. The photo of the hamburger makes her hungry. She goes to the refrigerator. She opens it. She wants a hamburger. But there is no hamburger in the refrigerator. The hamburger is at McDonald's. But she is a little kid. She can't drive to McDonald's. She can't call McDonald's because they don't deliver. A hamburger place is not like a pizza parlor. A pizza parlor delivers. Her mom was at work. She would have to wait until mom came home. Mom would drive her to McDonald's. She sat down again. She turned the page. There was a photo of chocolate ice cream. The ice cream was in a cone. Oh, what a beautiful photo. She licked her lips. It looked so delicious. Mom, please come home soon, she thought. She will write a letter to her grandma. She will write about her day at school. She will write about her classmates. She will write about her teacher. She will write about the classroom. She will write about her school bus. She will write about her school bus driver. She won't write about her pets. She won't write about her fat black cat. She won't write about her little red dog. She won't write about her soft white rabbit. She won't write about her big brown horse. That's because she doesn't have a big brown horse. Not yet. She wants a big brown horse for her birthday. She will write a letter to her daddy about the horse. She will ask her daddy for a big brown horse. A big brown horse will be a perfect birthday gift. She will never want another birthday gift. A horse will make her happy forever. The letter to her daddy will ask for a horse. Maybe daddy will give her a horse. Then she will write a new letter to her grandma. She will tell grandma about the new brown horse.
A story tells that two friends were walking through the desert. During some point of the journey, they had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." They kept on walking until they found an oasis, where they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped got stuck in the mire and started drowning, but the friend saved him. After the friend recovered from the near drowning, he wrote on a stone, "Today my best friend saved my life." The friend who had slapped and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in the sand and now you write on a stone. Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in stone where no wind can ever erase it." Learn to write your hurts in the sand, and to carve your benefits in stone.
Sabine goes to school. Her teacher would like to know what the students want to do in the future as a profession. "What profession would you all like to have in the future?" asks the teacher. Michael is the first to raise his hand. "I'd like to become a doctor, so I can cut open bodies and see what's in there." Lucas nods and raises his hand. "I want to become a police officer, so I can shoot the bad guys." Nicole is laughing as she goes next. "I would like to become a pilot, and then I can feel as free as a bird." Finally, it's Sabine's turn. "I want to become a teacher. I would like to help students be able to make good decisions about what they want to become in the future."
Today is Sarah's birthday. She is very happy because her friends are coming to her party. Sarah wears a pink dress and puts on her favorite shoes. Her mom and dad decorate the house with balloons and colorful lights. Sarah helps them set the table with plates, cups, and snacks. The first friend, Anna, arrives with a big gift. "Happy birthday, Sarah," Anna says. Sarah smiles and says, "Thank you, Anna." The guests play games like musical chairs and pin the tail on the donkey. They laugh and have fun. After playing, they eat cake. Sarah blows out the candles and makes a wish. At the end of the party, Sarah says, "Thank you for coming to my party. It was the best birthday ever."